Today we're gonna try KFC's new, I think, mac and cheese bowl. It's at least new now. I don't know if they've had it before. I don't remember there being a mac and cheese bowl, but here we are. It's a mac and cheese bowl. It's very simple. It's mac and cheese with the popcorn chicken on top and then some 3-cheese blend. Kind of an iteration of their famous bowl, which I believe is probably one of the best items at KFC. It's an all-time classic, even though it's not really that new. I mean, I guess it is. It's probably like 10 years old by now, but it's not, you know, classic fried chicken. But I think a famous bowl is one of the best things you can get at KFC. I still get it a lot. And it's one of the few things that's not like super priced out, because most things at KFC are very expensive. But the famous bowl around me, at least, is still $5.99 with the drink. The famous bowl fill-up with the drink and the cookie is $5.99. So it's one of the more reasonable things you can get if you're riding solo by yourself. And this is an iteration of that. And this was only $4.99. Didn't come with a drink or anything, but it was just a bowl, $4.99. And there was a combo with one side and a drink for $7.49, which I didn't get because I didn't really want the drink or the side. Because I think the idea of the bowl is that it's all there. That's why they have their fill-up, which has the drink and the cookie, because your meal is all in the bowl. Then you have your little dessert and your drink. So having it come with one side seems kind of weird, but whatever. And it looks fairly cheesy. And it's combining, you know, two of the best items at KFC, which is one, the mac and cheese, and two, the popcorn chicken. So I'm excited. It seems like it's be a no-brainer, but we just really got to see what the quality is like. So here's my fork. Let me put this down for a second and open it up. Had to ask for the fork though, unfortunate. I mean, I guess that's just the way it is at fast food. I shouldn't be saying that, but it was a little busy and they forgot the fork, so I had to go back and get it, but that's fine. Ooh, look at that. Nice and cheesy, and their popcorn chicken is really good when it's fresh. So that's really the question here of how this is going to taste and how fresh it's going to taste. Let's find out. Well, I'm about halfway through the bowl now, and I think I might put it away and just eat it later for dinner, which is going to lead into my real criticism of it, because, of course, like I said, I think macaroni and cheese combined with the popcorn chicken is a no-brainer. They're two of the best items on the KFC menu. If you're going to get a side, you get mac and cheese. Not that I think it's the best mac and cheese in the fast food game, it's not, but of the sides at KFC, mac and cheese is definitely the best one. And in the forms of chicken, I like a nice chicken breast, but the popcorn chicken has always been good to me. Now here is the real issue with this bowl, and the reason why it's not going to get a 5 out of 5, it's going to be a 4 out of 5, not a 5 out of 5, is it lacks variety. It gets old really quick. As much as I love these two things and they're good together, they don't cohere quite like a famous bowl. There's something about the magic of a famous bowl where you have the mashed potatoes, the gravy, the corn, the chicken, the cheese. It all comes together into one kind of meal. This isn't that, because it really just feels like mac and cheese with somebody threw chicken on top. It doesn't cohere into its own kind of thing like a famous bowl does. A famous bowl is kind of like, you know, it's one of those once in, I don't want to get too crazy about it, but it's one of those kind of like magical combinations that everybody would, you would think obviously it makes sense, but when you eat it, you really feel the cohesion of the ingredients together into one bowl. It really, I think it started a lot of the bowl trend in frozen food now, and sometimes fast food, where everything comes in a bowl with everything together, which is fine. I like the bowl concept, but sometimes the things just don't add up, and in this case, that is the problem with it. While they're both good separately and they're both good together, they're not better together. There's no enhancement. It just feels like you could have just went to KFC and gotten a small popcorn chicken and some mac and cheese on the side, and it would have been pretty much the same thing, and you can mix it however you wanted to. But I don't want to hold that too much against it, because I think for $5 it's a fairly good value, and I do think that these things separately are good, and I like the popcorn chicken, I like the mac and cheese, and I think they're okay together, but they just get old pretty fast. So it's definitely worth a shot, but just know that you're kind of getting a one monotone flavor and not a cohesion of flavor like you're going to get with the famous bowl, which is why I'm going to give it a 4. I still think it's good, but it's just not, you know, it's not craving. It's not something I'm going to crave like a famous bowl. So that's KFC's new mac and cheese bowl. Get it at your local KFC, $4.99 here. It could be more priced anywhere. If it's more expensive somewhere, then you got to take that into your calculations. But for me, for $5, I think it's worth a 4 out of 5, and I'll see you next time.